99% adults, because nobody wants to take their children out in this violence. So if we have 30 million people, and if we, in the street, they are demonstrating against the military coup, and we know that the adults are only 2 out of 10 or 2 out of 6, right? Even if we say it's 2 out of 6 and they are 30 million, that leaves about 1.5 million or 2 of adults who are not in the streets. So the vast majority of the Egyptian people are standing against the military coup, and there is no reason for the military or anybody or the United States to claim that there is any legitimacy for this military coup whatsoever. But that's not our subject. We're just answering her question.
Oh, I'm very
Yeah.
fascinated.
The,
Okay.
okay.
Today we plan to ask about Ar-Rahman. I think we don't have a lot of time left, so we wanted to make sure we get as much as we can.
Okay.
In Ayat 106. Five. 103, Surah 103, 102, and 101.
You mean ayah?
Yes. 103, 102, 101. Ayat.
Okay. One. But there is no ayah 103 in Ar-Rahman.
Ar-Rahman is too much, I think. Maybe we should change to a different one. Okay, so Surah,
Ask him, is it surah or ayah?
Surah 102 and Asr. 102 and 103.
Okay. 102 is at-takathur, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Surah at-takathur points to man the fact that we are so much distracted by what we accumulate of wealth and things, piling up things for this life. We are so much busy with that until the ayat says you visited the graves. Until you visit the graves. And the implication here is man will continue to be busy with the gifts Allah puts in man's hand like a child playing with the toys you give him and forgetting about the giver. Whoever gave them the toys, they don't pay attention. Man also keeps getting and forgetting. He gets a lot from Allah and he's busy using those gifts, too busy to pay attention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, too busy to pay attention to the hereafter, too busy to prepare for the journey. And the journey starts with this life and then it goes to the bridge through which we cross to the hereafter, which is the grave. And the ayah calls the long time people stay in the grave as a visit, to show us that even though people have died thousands of years ago, right? But even though they sound too long for us, but the Quran calls it a visit. A visit. You don't visit someone and stay longer than your home, right? So the Quran in this surah is saying, pay attention. Your life here is shorter than your life in the grave. And your life in the grave is merely a visit, which means what? That your actual home, where you settle, is in the hereafter. So death is like a stop on your long-term journey between here and the hereafter, and life in the hereafter. So it starts off by saying, you have been diverted and distracted by the piling of wealth, money, and things, possessions, or anything else, until you visit the grave. And then it says, nay, you shall come to know. And again, nay, you shall come to know. Nay, if you knew with a sure knowledge, you would certainly then see the blazing fire of hell. Meaning, if you just pay attention with your eyes to what is beyond what is tangible and visible to you now, you would see the blazing hell of fire. What is the significance of that? The significance is obvious. When I see, for example, let us put ourselves in the shoes of people in Banda Aceh, in Indonesia. You remember the tsunami that came, right? The tsunami that came to Indonesia, it swept whole towns, whole cities, whole, shore villages and towns, completely. Now, what happened is, when people, by the time people saw the waves and how high and how fast they are running towards their village, it was already too late to climb a high place. So the Quran is saying, don't wait until you see, because by then it's too late. The Quran is saying, accept what Allah is telling you, that there is a hellfire and it's truly waiting for people, and it is real and certain. So instead of waiting until you see it eye to eye, which is too late already, the ayat are saying, take advantage of the time you live now. It is like saying, when the National Weather Center issues a warning for, let us say, New Orleans, and says, Katrina is coming, and it's gonna do that much damage, and you have 10 hours to pack and leave. What do wise people do? Do they wait to be drowned and killed? People who waited, we've seen the pictures. their houses were underwater, complete houses, 2 and 3-story places were underwater. So the Quran is saying, don't waste your life waiting for things to come or waiting for you to go there. Okay? Rather, tell yourself to use the time you have here to do everything in your power to avoid seeing hellfire eye to eye. So this is not just a national weather forecast warning. This is Allah warning us about what we are going to face if we waste our life here just playing with the toys of this life. And then it says, then you will be asked about whatever pleasant and delightful things you've had. The toys you have, children you have, money you have, all of this, you will definitely be asked, what did you do with this in preparation of the time you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? So Allah gives us life. Allah gives us health. Allah gives us guidance, vision, views, and all of this. And we, instead of using this for our long-term life, we are just enjoying it like children, and we're not worrying about anything. We're not paying attention. We are distracted, and this is the name of the surah. Okay? Multiplying and distracting yourself by what you multiply and pile up. Right? Until you visit the grave. Why is it until we visit the grave? Because once we get into our graves, we will immediately know and see what our fate is with Allah. Very serious moment. So the Quran doesn't mince words. Allah doesn't mince words. Allah says it as it is. So that nobody would come there and say, I really didn't know, or it was not that clear to me, or, you know, I heard about it, but I didn't really study it to know that this, it will be that serious. But the Quran is saying, get the news now, it is serious. And it's going to be one step between this life and the hereafter. We know that people do not depart from this life only if they are sick, or only if they are old or too old. Death takes everybody at any time, from newborn to the oldest of people, males, females, sick, healthy, athletic, anybody will die, and everybody will die. And when we die, it's going to be like you're crossing from one place to another. It's 1 foot away from where you are. It's like stepping your leg into just another life. It is not going to be, and when death comes, there is no chance. So you have all the chance now. And the Quran is saying, it is not wise to waste it and distract yourself, to enjoy whatever little you have, and waste in reality whatever huge blessings that are awaiting for those who do not waste time and life here. So if you don't waste your life here, you win this life and you win the hereafter. But if you waste your life here by just focusing on and zooming in on things that are seen and tangible, then you are much more likely to lose the blessings of the hereafter. And Allah saying, it is serious. We're talking about the difference between paradise, eternal life, bliss, and hellfire, blaze, and torment. This is Surah At-Takathur. What is the other one? This is Surah 102, 103?
So 102 is finished.
Yes, 102 is finished.
Okay, so. 103?
Yes. In 103, the title of the surah is, could you ask them to move the seat a bit? Or, that's okay, it's okay. So, Surah 103, which is named in Arabic Surah Al-Asr. The word Al-Asr in Arabic encompasses two meanings. One of them is time, okay? And the other one is to squeeze. From it comes asara, to squeeze something. So the process is called al-asr, squeezing. And what an amazing meanings that this one word has. Because in reality, time squeezes us more than anything else. We are all pressed for time and by time more than anything else. This is the source of stress, right? Everybody is saying, I want to catch up with this, I want to do this, I want to do that, right? So Allah in this surah starts off by swearing by Al-Asr, which is time and the squeezing process of time. My understanding of this dual meaning word is that man is created in time, but he is always squeezed out of time. So if you could see an example of time as a tube, and man enters from the top, and then he gets squeezed and squeezed and squeezed out of time until that tube is finished and man is out of time.
So like a fruit juicer, you kind of squeeze out the juice from a fruit, you put it in a tube and it squeezes out different juice. That similar to?
This is a different process of squeezing. What I am talking about is man himself being put in a tube. And I'm saying this tube is time. It is his life. And you as a human being get squeezed. Every day you lose 1 day. Every hour you lose 1 hour. Every minute you lose 1 minute. So what is this squeezing process? It is man being squeezed out of time. Until the tube is finished and he gets out of this life.
So, he's going to, so let's finish the khutbah and then we can review it later. She said, okay. She was trying to demonstrate time being turned up, you know. I'm not sure. She's showing the two moving, but I'm not sure what she's really trying to say. I don't think she's clarifying what she's saying.
Ask her if she is clear as to what I'm saying, instead of trying to see her own example, if she's following the example I'm giving.
Yes, I understand.
That's it. If you understand what I'm saying, then that's all what we need for now. Okay, we can take questions if we have time after, but I don't think we will because we are about 3 minutes away. So let me finish the rest of the surah quickly. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here in the beginning of the surah is swearing by Al-Asr, which means time and the squeezing of time. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala swears by anything, it shows and exhibits how great that is. And indeed, living in places is easy to recognize because a place is tangible. But here the surah is saying you don't only live in a place and a space, you also live in time. So to show you the importance of time, Allah is here swearing by time. It is like swearing by the sun, by the moon, by the heavens, by any of Allah's creation. It is to show and draw our attention to the greatness of the word of Allah in that creation. Okay? And then he says, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. Verily, man is in loss. And where it says man, it means man as a mankind. Mankind is in loss, except for those who believed and did righteous deeds. And enjoined in truth and enjoined in patience. So the only way that we as humans are not in loss, we have to meet 4 conditions. Number 1, believe in Allah, rely on Allah, live according to the guidance of Allah, follow Allah's path, don't deviate, don't divert, don't get distracted. That's condition number 1. Number 2, you have to do only what is righteous, what is right, what is just, what is of best interest to yourself and the people around you. Righteous deeds. Number 3, to enjoin in truth. What does it mean to enjoin truth? To advise and admonish each other to follow truth, to follow what is truthful, which means whenever we speak, we have to speak truth. Whenever we think, we have to think what is truth for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever we make a decision, we have to keep in mind what is truthful none of us will get out of line. We will always help each other to become more patient, to have more perseverance, and to stick fast on the path of Allah, because life could be difficult. We are going to face difficult circumstances, and we need the support of each other so that we are able to live peacefully, justly, and fairly as humans, so that everyone gets the best out of this life, instead of just focusing on what is joyful, what is fun, what is pleasant. Because what is joyful and what's fun and what's pleasant can come in one of two packages. A package that has the seal of approval of Allah, and a package that has the seal of persuasion and temptation of the devil. So Allah tells us to do things that are pleasant, right? You're going for Umrah in a few days. It will be a very pleasant feeling that you have, right? While you are going for Umrah, other people are going to the beaches to watch each other half naked or semi-naked, okay? And to enjoy that. So there is joy in obedience, but it takes a righteous heart to feel the joy. And there is also joy and pleasant things and pleasure in disobeying Allah. So if you want joy, you can have it in one of these two packages. So Islam does not deprive you of what is pleasant and joyful. Islam has a package that has the seal of approval of Allah that's very pleasant. And the shaitan has his own package with his own seal of approval to tempt you, persuade you, and to let you fall. If you want to really enjoy without being in loss, you have to pick the package that Allah approves. So for example, men are attracted to women, and women are attracted to men. That's the nature in which we are all created. So we have two packages. A package that says you can enjoy each other through marriage. Another package that says you can enjoy each other without marriage. This package is Allah's gift. This package is the shaitan's way to tempt us and take us away from Allah. Every human being has a choice. If you love Allah, you accept His gift. Even if you love your lust, you still can have it satisfied inside marriage. Right? But if your lust is beyond what is in this package, you will always be looking for the package offered by the shaitan. And that's why you see people who are married, but they commit adultery because they lust beyond what Allah has given them. So to avoid being in loss with everybody, we have to behave differently. We have to be righteous. We have to focus on what Allah expects of us. Believe in Allah, do righteous deeds, enjoy each other and support each other and encourage each other to do two things. Support truth and to persevere until you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Thank you so much for your explanation. It's much better than I would have understood it. I know you don't have much time left, but I'm curious. day do you have that you would have 2 hours for this group? You have a day, Monday through Friday, is there any time that we could set up that would fit your schedule where you could spend more time with us?
I have to look up my schedule to the office. So, you think we need 2 hours? We started today half an hour late. That's why the time is short. But if we come on time, use the whole hour, then we can think of increasing it, but I'm open for anything that you need. I'm open.
And the interpreter just wants to say, I'm very sorry, this is my first time here, and my GPS told me to go left, and I couldn't figure it out, so part of it is my problem, they were waiting.
No, you came before many of you who
Yeah, I'm
here.
so sorry.
So, we,
He said, that's true. Okay. Also, for the fasting time, I wanted to get the right surah that could help me. Is Al-Baqarah the right surah? It's such a long surah. I'd love to have some time for us to discuss that in a group. Sometimes people are so distracted at the mosque, and we're not able to ask questions, and they're not as patient when we ask questions on the Friday times. So it's such a long surah. It's not something that is such an easily explained surah.
you spoke about two things. You spoke about fasting and you spoke about Surah Al-Baqarah. So are you talking about the two subjects? Like you want Surah Al-Baqarah explained, and you also want to talk about fasting, or
During Ramadan, we'd like to, while we're fasting, we'd like to finish Al-Baqarah.
Al-Baqarah is too long for even if we meet every single day. It took me 6 months explaining Surah Al-Baqarah.
Do you have a chapter that you would like to assign to that group?
For Ramadan,
Yeah, for Ramadan.
uh,
And then I'm sorry, which day is the first day of fasting? Was it
oh,
Tuesday?
it's the 9th, it's Tuesday.
Okay, Tuesday is fast, okay.
Yes.
They're all saying Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Is Ar-Rahman, is that a surah we could start next week?
We can start with anything. We can start with any surah you choose. If the group can agree to a single surah, we can start.
Okay. So I'll tell you, we'll decide and then I'll send you what we've discussed, and many of the people don't realize what the topic is, so I'll send that out to the email and they'll be able to prepare for your
Yes, send me a text, because I do get a jungle of emails every day. So, and I go days without looking at my email unless somebody sends me a text saying, I sent you an email, and he gives me his or her email to get it from my email inbox. I get a lot of emails from sources I don't know, and people, I could not tell what is urgent, what is important, what is not. Sometimes it's plus announcements for mosques, sometimes it's invitation for meetings that I'm not going to contribute to in any way. So typically, I only read the emails that people give me a text message about.
Okay.
Okay, anything else?
The GDM is national, international?
International.
It's, oh, he says it's national and international organization.
Mhm.
And there's branches in other countries,
Yes.
in Africa and other places. So this is there's the MDM, the Metro Deaf Muslims
Mhm.
group, and they're preparing to get some fundraiser for an activity.
Mhm.
And we'd like to do a social drive, a car wash. They want to do a car wash.
After the show?
Yes, one Friday, any Friday, we'll wash cars, and it'll be for his activity.
But
For
Friday,
iftar or something.
yeah, you need to organize this with Brother Samir Awaisa. Send me the proposal in an email and copy Brother Samir Awaisa. His email is executive director@hijra.org or something. Let me see if I can.
Maybe just something, right,
Let me see if I can send it to you, Nash. Okay. I'm gonna send it to you, Nash. Okay. I'm running out of battery. Okay. Nash's number, does it end with 4091? Okay, I'm gonna send you a message now.
3114. Wait. 3114 is the last four numbers.
Let me see again. Oh, 3114? What about the 571?
No, that's not mine. 812,
No,
Five?
862.
862
576? Okay,
3114.
okay, I'm gonna
And I
send
just
it.